Worship to God right now. Open your mouth and say something to heaven. Thank you. The angels, the suppose, the shikaris, the global. I'm going to sing it to you. Hallelujah. Come on, come on, come on. We can dance, everybody. What do you My God, you have taught me well. What do you say? Worship
Okay. Glory to God. Put your hands together, everyone, to one of the great African legends that is with us on the African Portal Radio this hour. Is going to be a lovely and a beautiful time on the African Portal. This time we are hosting one of our very own in the studio that will be having this conversation together. It's one of the great gospel worship leader, and it's one of the great African legend that is doing so well. In times such as this, it's time to give kudos and say, well done, a great job you are doing on the continent of Africa. You are promoting the African culture, the African ideology by praising God in a very unique way. A lot of people have been celebrating you all over the world. People are listening to Africa. Let me take time to greet everyone all over Africa that is listening to this broadcast. In South Africa, Dumela, Ashe Moloi, Assalamu alaikum, Maramotulai Babarakatu to everyone in northern part of Africa, in Central and in some part of West Africa. Bonjour to everyone all over. We greet and we salute everyone in East Africa. Abarisa Muchana to everyone in East Africa. Welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International. We have a conversation with one of our very own in the studio that you'll be listening to his music. You'll be seeing what God has deposited inside it. But before I put some of his music on the spotlight, let me use this time to welcome one of the great African icon, one of the gospel singer, one of the worship leader in Africa. Let me welcome Ekiye into this hour. Welcome, sir, and how are you today? Good to see your face on the African Portal Radio.
Yeah, Dari, thank you for bringing me here on this program. I'm so happy to be here today. I'm so impressed with what you are doing, Dari Oluisan and the African Portal. We are so excited, and this is such a blessing to the African continent. And I'm excited to be here, and I hope that we're going to have a swim in just this 1 hour.
Definitely, we're going to have a great time together on this broadcast. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Before I play your music from whichever you have sent to me and the one I have, a lot of people are doubting it that, oh, probably you are not the one, probably someone else, probably no, we are just trying to frame it, we are just trying to Photoshop it, we are just trying to have some graphics to it. It's not you, it's someone else. Prove to them that you are the one on the African Portal Radio. Let them know that you are live on the African Portal here in Pretoria, South Africa.
Wonderful to be here, my people in South Africa, Fogmon members all over Pretoria and Johannesburg. I want to let you know that sitting or standing or facing you in this TV portal is the Prince of the Niger Delta himself, Ekiye. And you don't have a counterfeit here. You have the original Prince of the Niger Delta. Boom.
Wow, area. Thank you very, very much for that. Can you give us some song? Let's end. Yes. Let's enter with one of your songs. Please give them raw from your side. Let them know that truly you are on the African Portal.
Yeah, whoa. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, whoa. Hosanna. Yeah, Hosanna. You remember that song, right?
I remember. Wow. Thank you very much for that beautiful one that you come in with. We really, really appreciate it. Everyone joining us, please watch this program, share it, let it go viral. That is the only thing you can do for this program. The more you share it, the more people get to know about it. As well, I already send you the link, the one that is on now on the Facebook. People can join us on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube as well. They can watch it live, they can share it, they can comment, they can call in as well. It's your show. We are putting you on the spotlight to appreciate you and to say well done for the great job you are doing on the continent of Africa. In times such as this, it's time to show our appreciation to you. You are doing so well in Africa when it comes to gospel music. God deposited a lot of things in you for times such as this, and we bless the name of God on your behalf for this great opportunity. Before we go into the program, let me use this time to greet the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the I am that I am, the Ancients of Day, the Lion of Judah, the beginning and the end, the one that can make alive, the only one of Israel, the King of Kings, the one that can make and the one that can create, the one that can terminate, the one that can make alive, the one that have power over everything, the one that created heaven, the great earth, and he make all of us in here and is the one in charge of everything that concerns us. That is the God of God that is we're giving glory to, we're giving honor to him. We worship him, we bow and we give him all the honor. We join the angels, we join the leaders in heaven to say, be thou exalted, O Lord God. We give you all the glory and adoration. This broadcast, we dedicate it to Almighty God. It's not about us, not anyone. It's about the King of glory, the Lord of lords, the mighty one of Israel, the one that the Bible says the Christ in you is the hope of glory. And that is whom we dedicate this program to this hour. Thank you very much, sir. Let's quickly take it a bit further. Let's go to the time that we'll be having some conversation before we enjoy some of your music. Sir, let me give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to my listeners. Who you are, you already mentioned your name, you already tell them, but the position you hold in the society and where you are coming from originally.
My name is Ekiye. Somebody, people, Dr. Ekiye, because I have a doctorate. I am the international president of the Fellowship of Gospel Music Ministers of Nigeria, FOGMON. I am the national president of FOGMON, which is the umbrella body of gospel musicians in Nigeria and abroad. I am also a political figure. I've just come as a special advisor to the governor of Bayelsa State, and I play my politics around the country, and I'm from my state. And I'm involved in business. I am involved in the active agitation for the rights of gospel musicians in Nigeria, for which I happen to hold a position as the national president of all Nigeria. So it's such a day. I am excited being here, and I think we're going to spend some time talking together. So that is who I am.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brief introduction. Indeed, it's a great time and it's an honor to have you on board. I will be addressing you and I'll be talking to you as a gospel singer, as a minister, and as well as a politician at the same time. So let's quickly go into the business of the day. Let's see some of the things that people are talking about you, and let's see what is.
I also like to chip in something there.
Okay.
I like to chip in something there. I am known as the Prince of the Niger Delta. I am known as the Prince of the Niger Delta. Now, you haven't called that because I'm not sure you know, but I want to let you know. Calling me without the title, the Prince of the Niger Delta, it makes it very, very incomplete. The Prince of the Niger Delta. Yes, sir.
I get what you mean. We're going to take you back to the palace. We're going to give you the honor that we give to the son and the daughter that is coming out from the palace. You are, and of which you are also this prince of the King of Glory, the King, the Prince of the honor of heaven and earth, which is one of the honor that is greater than every honor which already put in place. So please help me to welcome Prince Ekiye on the African Portal. Prince, we really appreciate it. I'm going to be talking to you about that as well. I'm going to take you to the line of history, where you're coming from, your background, and everything. We're going to talk about that as well. Let's take it a bit further. Let's quickly look at the journey so far. Let's talk a bit about your background, where you're coming from, and where you are now.
Well, I am from the Ijaw tribe of the people of the Niger Delta. I am from Bayelsa State and as well Delta State. My early child education was in different parts of Delta State. I was schooled in Horsey College, Warri, and I studied there, and I left Horsey College to the University of Science and Technology, Port Harcourt, and it was in Port Harcourt that while in the university I graduated as an accountant, and I enlisted into the firm of chartered accountants, and also enlisted as member of the Santander. I served as a finance executive Epic, in the servicing sector, and then I left there, and then I also became a finance executive. I also served as an auditor in AE and Co, where I carried out audit job in the country of Nigeria. I gave heed to my music to become a music minister in the year 2001, where I became to base, which is Wekilemo, which brought me to national and international limelight, winning several awards and international awards. I became the first Nigerian musician to win a major international award called the Channel O Award, organized by Awards Channel O, and I won the award 2 times, won several awards. I went into politics. I became the special advisor to the Bayelsa State, and from there got into a lot of political alliance. And right now, as I'm talking, I'm preparing myself for the next political dispensation. I believe that this is one of the most vocal ingredients that we possess as a people, and thank God that I have the privilege to express myself in music. I am particularly known of gospel music. I believe in the power of African culture, and my music is strictly cultural. I dress in the manner of the Niger Delta people of Nigeria, and also speak the language of the Niger Delta people when I perform a lot of my songs. And this is who I am. I have married, I have children, and I personally based here in Aba and also in Port Harcourt. That is a brief history of Ekiye. I believe if you have any questions, if you put them. Yes, Dari.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We are having a bit of challenge with your network. It's kind of fading sometimes, but we're going to see what we can do if we can send more signal to your side to get better voice or better sound from your side. But having said that, we're still good a bit and we can still continue with the broadcast. Everyone joining us, please share this program. Let's celebrate this great man of God, the Prince of Joy and the Shekiri people, the Prince of the gospel music, the Prince all the way from Niger Delta of Nigeria. We really celebrate you and we say, may the Lord bless the work of your hands. Thank you very much for that brief introduction about where you're coming from and history. Let's quickly look at the music as a career. You've mentioned so much. You go to university, you study, you're a politician, you have everything on your side. Also, Prince from the palace. But why music? What actually pushed you into music?
I think that one of the most important ingredients in human life is know what you are blessed with. Those who pursue their passion are the people who make impact to society. I pursued
Indeed.
music because it is a gift, and then also I saw a yawning gap of a place to be filled, and I thought it was my place to fill that opportunity. Now I can see Dare Oliwisan. Dare, you are presently broadcasting on the African portal. This is because you are trying to feel your passion. Your passion is to reach out. Today you are doing it. My passion was to project the powerful part of our indigenous music, which is not reflected internationally. was to take our music to the international level. And I believe that God has been able to use me to reach thousands of people. I have traveled to 5 continents of the world. Language. I've been to Canada, made 40 something performances on tour in Europe and different parts of Africa. I believe that this gifting I have is for the world, and that's what inspired me to begin to promote the beautiful part of our culture through gospel music. And one thing I realized that the Europeans who brought the gospel message, and they did not also make us know that our culture is not evil. Our culture is not satanic. They brought the message, we accepted them. We also accepted their culture expense of our culture. And now the average young man in Africa begins to feel that the European culture is superior to ours. So when you are in gospel, you practice the European culture, and that's a lie. Our culture is a blessing from God. And what I did was to promote the power of our culture through the message of the gospel music. And that message resonates. I still continue to do. Yes, my brother.
Thank you very much, and that is one of the things that actually bring your attention to us, because we see the way you put your music in the space is very, very unique, and it's more African culture. And the African Portal is a home where we promote African culture and African ideology. We believe so much that God bless us with so many things, and there are a lot of things that we have in Africa that the current generation, they are not seems to see the sense in them. People look down on some of the things that African has as inferior, and they see things from other parts of the world as superior. And those are the narrative we want to change on the African Portal, to let people see that Africa is blessed. Imagine what you said. You've been in 5 continents of the world where you have performed in Afrocentric way to showcase African beauty and African talent, which is one of the great things that we actually embrace on the African Portal Radio TV. Thank you very much for that. Let's quickly take you back to the line of history about your music career. Let's quickly talk about how many music have you released so far, and which of your music is the one that is actually putting you on the spotlight that people are connecting to?
Well, the music that brought me to international limelight is the one that I call Back to Base. Wakilemo Base. Wakilemo was the first major sound that brought the attention of the world to the people of the Niger Delta. The people of the Niger Delta, from the perspective of where we come from, until I came to the scene with Back to Base, Wakilemo. When I began that song of Africa, and every church in Nigeria, there is no church that doesn't sing my song. That there's no church in Nigeria that doesn't know that song. And that me to a lot of people, and it was the beginning of the international career. Yes, Dari.
Thank you very much. Dumb Wise Wisdom is what she say. Enjoy God's grace upon you. Keep on the great work with gospel music. Thank you very much. Also, Latoya Walker is watching all the way from US. Latoya Walker is also from USA. Thank you very much, Latoya. Latoya said good morning from USA. Thank you, Latoya Walker. Keep sending it, keep sharing it, keep sending your comment through, keep showing your love to him, keep giving him the kudos for the great job he's doing in Africa. Let's do it together. Together we can make this continent a beautiful place to stay. Thank you very much, everyone watching us. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your comments. Keep sending it through. Thank you very much, sir. I like what you say about your music and the one that put you on the spotlight. But let's quickly check what is actually happened during the first time you release your album. What are the challenges that you faced at the earlier stage of the music career?
First, it was not fashionable for a young man from Africa to sing African music at that time. I came in American hip hop music in Africa, we doing African hip hop. And so when I began to sing and introduce our culture, introduce our language, initially I didn't think it was going to resonate with the people. But I'm grateful to God that it became like a national anthem in the country of Nigeria. And the premium companies, not having recording label, piracy, and all the challenges of the music ministry were very massive. And I think that that was the beginning of the great breakthrough. But we overcame those challenges. We overcame those challenges, significant inroad. We were not limited by our financial status. We're not limited by the fact that we didn't have sponsors. We're not limited by the fact that we didn't have people who believed in us. We believed in ourselves. We believed in God. God put us on the international map. That is my journey. Challenges were not enough to restrain us from meeting our divine obligations. Calling. Yes, Dari.
No, thank you very much. I like what you say, but how do you maneuver it? How do you manage to get out of that? Because the piracy that you just mentioned is one of the greatest problems that have affect many great ministers and many great musicians in Nigeria. Can you please let's quickly talk a bit about that? How do you maneuver it? How do you out that, and how piracy doesn't affect your music career?
Well, I wouldn't tell you that I've maneuvered it and I've overcome it. I have only succeeded in spite of it. And so many artists from Africa have succeeded in spite of piracy. Do not have the capacity to hold us as it is. But there are a lot of illegalities going on in the country of Nigeria. There are a lot of illegal things. There are a lot of nefarious activities, especially by those who use musical material. Copyright laws are flagrantly infringed upon. Does not have a special regard for music ministers. In fact, the church system in the country presently does not recognize the fact that music is a calling. And that is also a challenge. The church sees music as one of those elemental health things. That's why when you meet or encounter an average choir, especially Pentecostal choir in Nigeria or any African country, you see young people, you see teenagers. You don't see responsible with music. And I think that challenge, we did not overcome the challenge, and we have not overcome the challenge. We are succeeding in spite of the challenge, but it is a major challenge. But these days were digital, though analog, we didn't. We went into the tools of Facebook and YouTube and all the rest in our career that we started, getting conscious of Facebook. So we missed a lot of followership from a lot of people. But we are keen into the digital age right now and see how we can promote our music. And I think in this digital age, it's even more challenging to deal with the issues of piracy. But I think that relevant laws are put in place, and we are trying to fight piracy through our common front. I actually national president of FOGMON, is the Fellowship of Gospel Music Ministers of Nigeria, and I am in my own capacity in my office doing a lot with private companies on how to deal with this issue of piracy. The battles.
Okay, let's quickly talk about that, because this is an opportunity for us to also, address that, since you are one of the key people that is actually in the front line of this to make sure that we solve the problem of piracy in Nigeria. As an organization that you have been the leader, what is your organization is doing to eradicate? Let me put that word, to eradicate piracy in the music and in the production industry in Nigeria.
First and foremost, we have been able to align with the Copyright Society Nigeria. The Copyright Society of Nigeria is the society involved in copyright matters. We have aligned with them, and we have also made certain clarion calls to the government that they need to empower the laws that are in place to fight. You see, if you live in a society where there is no rule of law, if you live in a society where the law does not bite, when people break law, they are not punished. That is the only basis why people can flagrantly punish for breaking the law. I know that many people will not want to fall victim of this breaking. I think that one of the most powerful and important part of our partnership is to encourage agencies of government that have to deal with the breaking of law. There is an agency, that agency it's the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. They call it the National Food Drug, and that agency was empowered by government to fight fake drugs. And because of the vibrancy in which they fought the fake drugs, at the time, fake drugs were not a bit of a challenge in Nigeria. But because we do not have the laws biting, so we are calling on the government, the Corporate Society of Nigeria, to stand and say that government should empower the laws that punishes breaking of laws. And I think if so many pirates have them, I think anybody will be talking about piracy. But since the laws are very loose, it becomes very easy for people to break them, and that is right now.
Thank you, everyone that is listening to us. We are not really, your communication or your network is a bit not that too strong. We are having some breaking in communication. Thank you very much, Victoria Jayo Shoba. Thank you, ma. Thank you for joining this broadcast. Everyone listening, please share the program. It's go viral. It's happening right here on the African Portal Radio TV International. And we really appreciate those of you that already joined the broadcast, those of you that you are sharing it. Your comment means a lot to us. Send your comments through as well. What are the things you want to about the gospel music in Niger Delta? Let's talk about it. We have one of the great leaders in the studio with us that we are having the conversation together. So I appreciate what you say, because sometimes we need a strict law to make sure that we prevent and we keep our approach in place, so that we will be able to have the gain at the end of the day. And thank you for the great job that you are doing there. Let's quickly go into the business of the day, which is your music career, from where you coming from, the music career and everything. In total, you have released like how many albums now?
About to release the 5th.
Wow, the 5th one. Okay, now the 5th one is one of the one that I'm going to talk about, because that 5th one you're talking about now, you just mentioned now, is one of the music that I was just imagine how possible is this, and it's one of the things that is very unique. It's not common in Africa, and it's not common in Nigeria where you are. So that is one of the things I want us to talk about. Let me quickly pull the spotlight for people to see. That is the one coming. People, you have this. This is one of powerful music coming from this great man of God. Ebakoma is one of the music that you need to get. Can you imagine 5 artists, one song, 5 artists, one song? You have to watch out for it when it's out. I'm going to bring it back. Ebikamo. Thank you very much. What is the meaning of Ebikamo?
That he's so good. He's so good.
It's so good. It become. Please, you have to watch out for this when it's coming out. You have to go and grab your copy. What make it stand out is 5 artists, one song. 5 artists, one song. So let's quickly talk a bit about this. It become more. Let's quickly talk a bit about it. Why five gospel artists on one? How possible is that? Are you guys sitting down together, compose the song together, and put the songs together to release it? Or how does it happen? Please give us a bit of explanation about that particular album.
Well, number one, I want to say that I'm the writer of the song, and you see, there is something I need to do. Has been a show of worship in Nigeria. Worship songs are some of the most popular songs right now. And most artists in this country right now are worship songs. You know what I mean by worship song, right? Slow kind of jam, like solemn, solemn kind of songs. They are very prominent. And I'm in the school of those who sing praise songs. Now I'm trying to use my position as the president of gospel artists to create a new sound, a praise sound that will require people to dance in exuberant manner. What I did was to bring worship-based artists to come and add their voice to this song so that others can also watch them and say, look, this thing is not about worship. Let us also praise God and dance. So the concept is to create a lot of boost by bringing people with worship background to project the song. And those people you see, popular gospel artists in Abuja, Nigeria. So I think that their input will also signal to people that there is genre of music. Yeah, Larry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I like that. I like what you say. Before we continue, let's enjoy. Let's dance to some of your music. Let people feel the vibe of what is coming out from Niger Delta. Let them feel the vibe and the beat. And you have to listen to this.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone. If you are enjoying it, go to YouTube, go and download it on YouTube and listen to it. If you have downloaded it before, go and delete the one you download. Re-download again. You can download as many times as you want. Listen to this music, enjoy it. It's a music to dance to, it's a music to watch the Lord. If you wake up in the morning, in the afternoon, when you're at work, no matter where you are, these are the kind of music that you need to dance to. It's on YouTube. Go and download it. This is one of the great music, dancing music that I've listened to in a very long time. Thank you very much, sir. I like the beat and I like everything, the costume of the video and the presentation. Very, very Afrocentric and very lovely. Sir, let me quickly throw you a question from that song. What is the song all about, and what is going on in your mind when you are putting that song together?
The title of the song is called Eniye. Eniye. Eniye in Niger means, you know, in Africa, we have the challenge of people doing a lot to upstage each other. You know, brothers will be upstaging brothers. They go spiritual with themselves, deal with their colleague, deal with different things. We like spiritual warfare in Africa. And so that song is about what belongs to you. House that belongs to you, the position that belongs to you, that God has to you, nobody can take. If God has given anything to you, nobody can remove it from you. It is when God has no ordained, the Lord has given to you, nobody can take. Hold fast to it and wait off all the malreaders, and find expression in that which God has blessed you
Hallelujah,
with.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
No, wow, wow. I like that. What God have blessed you with, nobody can withdraw it, nobody can take it away from you. And that is one of the things that I actually want us to stop in Africa. In Africa, we are kind of people that we believe in downfall of each other. People doesn't believe in progress of others. When they see someone progress, you see people naturally being wicked and being not unhappy, very unhappy because other people are progressing. And this kind of a thing needs to stop in Africa. So let me quickly ask you a few questions about the video and the costumes. How because those costumes look so Afrocentric. Do you normally import them, or do you always have people that always kind of sponsor you with kind of costume that you are using for your video? Because your video is always stand out.
Boys in Ramberg, Johannesburg. I know you live in South Africa. You would have heard
Yes,
of
I do.
multi-choice,
I know.
DSTV, in Ramberg. When I won
I
my
know. I
first
know
award,
multi-chance.
it was it it was right there in Ramberg that I won the first Channel O award for music. And one of the things that attracted them to me was my costumes and my culture. And the reason why that video one was because of the culture. Now, on this video, it shows to African, heterogeneity. In that video, you have Egyptian culture, you have Ghanaian culture, you have Nigerian, Yoruba, it's a hodgepodge of cultures. And I think that our culture as Africa is so rich and powerful.
So
And
rich.
if we can only depict the culture, I believe there are so many cultures in the world that will envy Africa and that want to even copy African culture. You see, I was so excited when you came into the stage. Dare Olisa, when you came into the stage, I saw you on this Yoruba dress. I was like, wow, I'm in a familiar terrain. This is a familiar terrain. And this is an African ambassador. Look at how regal you are. Look at how kingly you are. You came in like a prince. You know the power of God has given to us. We'll project it. And I think that I invest a lot in costume when I'm shooting my videos. I invest a lot in costume, and it's quite expensive. Gives me the
Great.
result I'm looking for because it tells a lot. It tells a lot about your people. It tells a lot about where you come from, and I think that of information is what the world is looking for from an African.
Indeed. Thank you very much for that. And those are the things that we also need to be putting on the spotlight every time when we have opportunity to have a conversation such as this. So I like what you say about the award that you received in Johannesburg, a multi-choice. Let's talk a bit about it. Let's exactly what did they see that's make those things? You win that award two times, and how do you feel when you firstly win the award? And what are the qualifications that they say, okay, this is what you do, and that is the reason why they are giving you that award? Do you by any chance know?
That at that time, the award was called Channel O. I don't know if you ever heard of Channel O. Channel O was the only
Yes.
authoritative African gospel channel, I mean, music channel. And if Channel O is
Music
organizing
channel.
an award, it's Africa wide. And what they did was to choose the songs, African songs that made impact on their channel. You know, that was the Channel O channel. And my song was chosen because of the because can Pan-Africans. And the first time I had upon to travel to Johannesburg for the award, I was like, whoa, you mean you come over to South, you are nominated, and we went and we won. They sponsored us from Nigeria, and they took us to different parts of South Africa, Soweto, you know, Pretoria. They showed us the
Ramberg.
presidential palace in Pretoria, and they showed us to Soweto Mandela House, and it was wonderful. After that, I did that song on their own. I didn't even contest. Own they nominated me. No, so right now I didn't contest for it. I was here just doing my thing in Africa, in Nigeria, and I want to see I was nominated in another category, and because I was the first to win that award 2 times in Africa, and I think I'm the only one who has won it twice because Channel O does not exist any longer. So the only one gospel artist, and I've remained in that state since till now. So I have the award.
Oh, let's see it. Wow,
Best African Gospel Artist Award, and from South Africa. You have what do you have here? So I think that was one of the things that elevated me to different African audience, and I became popular all around
Wow.
Africa. Yeah.
Wow. I like that. I like that. I mean, for that, you have opportunity to win those awards. That sign of the hard work that hard work do paid. You're doing the great work in Africa, and we also celebrate you as well. The award that you receive as well, what it because of what you have contributed to the continent. Let's a bit talk about your background, where you're coming from as a prince. I've not been see a lot of people coming out from palace or prince and saying that they want to be into the music. Let's talk a bit about coming out from the palace. What does it mean to you? And what are the things that is significant about it?
No, no. I need to, I need to correct that. And maybe because they didn't hear me well. I said I am popularly called the Prince. The reason why I called the Prince of Niger Delta was because I have promoted the cultures of the people of the Niger Delta more than any artist in our history. And
Oh,
people
great.
called me the Prince of the Niger, and
Oh,
I
great.
decided to adopt that. I decided to adopt that as my stage brand name. So if you call me Asu Ekiye
Prince.
and you don't add the Prince of the Niger Delta, you have
Prince.
not completed your work. And so I was just trying to
Oh,
emphasize that I am the prince is not in terms of monarchical order. It's in terms of a
Okay.
principality. It's in terms of
Oh,
influence. It's in terms of
thank
condition.
you.
It's in terms of
Thank you.
the languages of the people that you project. And that's exactly what I did.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that clarity, because I intentionally throw that question to you back, because a lot of people are sending it that, is it from the palace? Is his father a king or something? Why is he calling himself a prince? So I want to clarify that. That is why I resent and repeat that question again. So people listening to us, this is the prince of the gospel music in Niger Delta. If you want to call him, you don't have prince to his name. It's not complete. So he's the prince of the gospel music in Niger Delta. He's a gospel
Prince of the
artist.
Niger Delta.
Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you very much. Let's quickly talk a bit about the political aspect of it. As one of the people that you represent a lot of people and you represent your people. What does it mean to be a politician and a gospel singer at the same time? Is there anything that is so important about it that people need to know? And what are the likely challenges?
Well, I don't see, let me say that gospel music is a career, and every politician has a career standard. You have lawyers who are politicians, all kinds of professions who are into politics. So why not? The musician can also be in politics. Now, I like that my entry into the landscape is a product of my concern for Africa. In fact, where we are in Africa is because of bad leadership. Where we are in Africa is because of bad leadership. And leadership has been the challenge of Africa. And I am into politics so I can have my opportunity to address the issue of Africa through the standpoint of political leadership. I believe that I possess the ingredients, the character, the drive to transform my involvement. And my political escapades are basically to make positive input to society. And I think that that is lacking in Africa. That's why I am a politician. But being a politician and a musician is not much of a problem, because it is something that you are graduating from a primary profession into a secondary profession, and that's also the hallmark of most politicians in the world.
Thank you very much. So, how do you balance the two? How, I mean, is the two not affecting each other? Because sometimes you have to be in the meeting, and you have some other thing you have to do. Maybe you have to go and perform somewhere. How are you balancing the two?
I like to say that
Can you hear me?
while I was the special advisor to the governor, I had an invitation one day. The governor was to assign me for and he saw the billboard, my face, and he said, Ekiye, you have a performance somewhere? I said, yes, I have a performance, Excellency. He said, okay, be careful, be security conscious. We're a musician, but be careful when you are going to your performances. And it was wonderful. If you work with a governor who understands what you do, and since I'm aspiring to become the governor also, I believe that understanding how to mix the dynamics is what I am competent in. I believe I'll be able to know what to do at one time, what to do at the other time. And that's exactly why.
Thank you very much. We are having some breaking in your communication. Your network is breaking. So that is why we have to like kind of give you some time before we respond to you. Thank you very much for that. Let's quickly call it a kind of wrap up, because a lot of people are listening to us that they are asking question: how can they get your music, and the one that is coming, when is it coming out, and how can people get in touch with you on the social media? Let's quickly go to that aspect, because that is a very important aspect of this business of today.
Music platforms, iTunes, CD Baby, all global platforms have my music. And the next thing I will watch, if you're hooked up to my Facebook page and my Instagram page, you will get to know when it is ready. So get connected to my Facebook page, Asu Ekiye, and even my Instagram page, Asu Ekiye, and then updates will reach you and when it will be released. But all things being equal, the music is coming out next month.
Hmm, 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 hmm. Hmm. Thank you very much. The line is breaking so bad on your side, so it's okay. We can still hear you. We can still hear what you're saying, but it's just that a lot of people are not getting the information clearly on their side because of your network that is breaking. Thank you very much. If you are still hearing me, I really appreciate the time you spent to come out to be part of this showcase. Before we step out of this program, there is something I want to do. I want to put you on the spotlight, and I want to put you on the hot seat, throwing some question to you. You've been in politics, you've achieved a lot, and you've been one of the figure that is doing well for yourself, especially from Niger Delta. Niger Delta is one of the richest part of Nigeria, where people believe that there is so much mineral resources in Niger Delta, but still people are still living in poverty. If you manage to become the governor of Niger Delta, what are you going to do differently?
In 12 months, you will see a change in the city. In 12 months, you see, you can't have such resources and have the infrastructural decay that we have. In 12 months, I will invest on economic development and I will also invest on infrastructural development. In fact, economy, infrastructure, and security are going to be my key targets. They will see appreciable development in the state by virtue of my governorship. And exactly that's what I stand for.
I like what you say, because you sound like politician. You sound like politician. Politician likes to put time frame on things when they are talking. That okay, in 9 months. How do you want to carry out this? I'm putting you on the tight corner now, and this is going to be an exclusive one. Because when you mention that in 9 months they are going to see the change, how are you planning to carry this out so that you can achieve it in 9 months?
First of all, infrastructural development is not a far-fetched. All the roads in your city, look at all the infrastructure in your city, point out the ones to concentrate on, vote budgets, employ credible companies of note that are known for building enduring infrastructure, make them build it. I'm going to follow the template of some of the governors who have achieved a lot in those days, Akpabio, and what Wike is doing right now in Rivers State. It is funds that are put and employed and given to credible companies. Say, look, we have 100 roads in this city. Develop 100 roads. I am also going to develop industries in the city where the people will work. I will kickstart a cycle of activity, a cycle of activity to recalibrate the economy of my land. We can carry out in our land. And then security is to point out the trouble spot and begin to fix them. And then finally, face them and let the people feel secure being a member.
Thank you very much for that. You are a public figure. You've managed to be around the world. You've been in 5 continents of the world. What are you bringing back home from all those places that you visited? What are the lessons or what are the things that you saw or you see or you get or you learn from those places that you are actually planning to incorporate it to your state or to your country?
Well, incidentally, in Nigeria, the state government does not control the law. But what I discover in most of these countries that I've been to is that the law is very powerful. Once the rule of law is very strong in a country, development will not be lacking. People will be afraid to commit crime. There is no rule of law in Africa. Let the law bite. People will be scared. Then, as that they concentrated on infrastructure, they not play with their horticulture, their environment. And that is they build strong institutions. They build strong institutions. We do not have strong institutions. We only have strong people, powerful people, but no strong institution. That's why a president cannot misbehave in America. When the last one was misbehaving, you know what they did to him. And so in this place, we do not have strong institutions to help us enforce the law. And I think that.
Thank you very much, Prince. I really appreciate it. This is the Prince of Niger Delta on the African Portal Radio TV International. It's a great time indeed, and we really have some converse. Thank you very much for that, and we really have a very good time because in wrap up we talk about career as a gospel and a gospel artist and also the minister as well. We talk about your career as a politician and as a family man and as what you are dreaming for your continent of Africa. And we really appreciate your time coming out. And I believe if I call on you again, you will be happy to be on the African Portal Radio. Can you hear me? I believe I call on you again, you will be happy to be on the African Portal Radio. The line is breaking badly. We couldn't hear what you're saying, but thank you very much. We see the sign that you put out there to show that you are with us. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Your network is not great. We didn't enjoy you as we planned because of the breaking in communication from your side. The network is kind of very bad, but we appreciate your time on this broadcast and we say thank you very much for coming out to be part of the African Portal. God bless you, everyone. Go out there, go and download his music. He have about almost 2 million or 3 million people in one of the video that I saw. A lot of people are following him. Is the Prince of the Niger Delta, the great African icon and the great musician and the great gospel singer, worship leader in a very, very, very diverse way. He's a great man that we can always talk about. God bless you, very good. Thank you very much for coming out to be part of this. We'll be communicating after the show. God bless you. Have a beautiful day, and your music will be on the spotlight on the African Portal that we'll be enjoying it until we make it. The new one that is called out, when it's out, we also put it on the spotlight on the African Portal Radio TV. If there is anything God have laid in your mind or to support the African Portal, the vision and what we are doing, you're more than welcome to do that. We are looking forward to make this a BBC of Africa, where all Africa will have a say. If there is anything that God have laid in your heart to support or to promote this great work, please feel free to do that. Together we can do it. Together we can make Africa great again. We have so much things in Africa that God has blessed us with. So whatever is in power or your vision, please, let's do it together. God bless you. Do have a beautiful day and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for coming out to be part of African Portal. Listening to us, thank you very much. This will be the end to this broadcast for this hour. We have the Prince of Niger Delta on the African Portal Radio. Ekiye was with me on the African Portal. Ekiye is one of the great gospel singer in Nigeria and a worship leader with so much award. He won the award in Johannesburg, and as well, the awards have been won by have been given to him for the great job for promoting African culture, and the African Portal as well is putting him on the site on Saturday, today, Saturday 6th February 2021 to showcase his work. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate it. This will be the end to this broadcast. Your song and your music will be on the spotlight that will be dishing out to people. Dance to it, enjoy it, share this program. Keep on watching it. Keep on watching the African Portal. God bless everyone. You can get the great of Niger Delta on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on all social media. All his music is also available in all online stores. You can get his music there. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day. This will be the end to this broadcast. I remain yours, Oludare Oluso. Keep sharing it. Keep watching it. Keep watching the African Portal. Join us by 4 o'clock Arabican time on top of the hour as we'll be hosting Latoya Walker on the African Portal. Watch that show. It's going to be an exclusive show as well. Be part of it and enjoy it. God bless you really good. Do have a beautiful time as we'll be enjoy your music back to base. Back to base. Back to base will be on the spotlight. Thank you, everyone. Remain blessed. Enjoy your weekend. God bless you. Keep watching the African Portal. Bye for now. This is Back to Base from Ekiye, Prince of Gospel.
This song is an Isoko song. It says, "Let adoration to the Almighty God." This is an Ijo song. It says, "Let the whole world arise to sing God's song." Hosanna, Hosanna, Nana we ekilemo, ebiye bose muka perema, Hosanna, 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 Nana we ekilemo, ebiye bose muka perema, This is your song. It simply says, "God, I thank you for all the things that you have done for me." Now let's go to the dance floor as we praise him in the Niger Delta style. Oh yeah. Oh. Hallelujah. Hosanna. 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 Nana ekilemo. Ibi se muka perema.